Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at an Xbox 360. I forget the specifics around this, but as you can see, when I power it on, it gets an instant red ring of death. Fan came on for literally a second, and that was it. So our error code is 0, 0, 0, 1. I'll post what the Xenon library says, which is usually the place to go. So it's a short circuit. Could be the SMC. Could be things like the South Bridge, DC jack, you know, so on and so forth. Don't know. We're gonna open it up, see what it looks like inside. Maybe it's something simple, maybe it's not, and we'll try to fix it. And maybe somewhere along the lines, I'll remember what kind of dash it is. It is an HDMI console, so maybe it's something fancy. We'll find out. And while we do that, I would like to say thank you to today's sponsor, PCBWay, the premier destination for top quality printed circuit boards. In a short span, PCBWay has become the go-to choice for seamless online ordering, rapid prototyping, and unparalleled customization. From hobbyists like myself to industry leaders, PCBWay has earned the trust through its commitment to precision and reliability. Cutting-edge technology and a skilled team ensure that every PCB meets the highest standards. Beyond circuits, PCBWay fosters a vibrant community of creators, turning ideas into reality. Join the innovation wave with PCBWay, where quality meets ingenuity. Alrighty, so looking at this, I remember now, this is a Falcon JTAG console. So we got a few things going on. I don't like this JTAG method, it's just a default method. Well, one of the methods that uses the ring of light. I'm going to swap this out if I can get it working with a QSB that'll use OG clamp on the bottom. That's fine. It looks like our main issue is our cap. So this one's bulged, this one's bulged, this one. Basically all of these are bulged, which are 1516 volts. So I have to swap out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. Also down below we got our beautiful 12-volt fan mod. I don't like this. I'm gonna remove it. There's no point in having that. And we got screws and bolts, which are beautiful and wonderful, but not meant for this. So I'm gonna remove these, put back X clamps. I think we should be good to go. Fun and easy, I hope. And hopefully that'll resolve our issue. So first, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna recap it. I think that's the easiest route to go. I'm also going to lose this wire now because I don't like this method, and I don't like the soldering I see, and I'm afraid it's going to pull points. So we're just going to remove this and just replace some caps and see what happens. Alrighty, you got my 7 caps here. So once again, I got to remove these. I forget how I do this. I never enjoy it. I think what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to pre-tin. So I'm going to hit it with I don't know if I can get it in frame. So I'm basically dealing with this one and this one. I think I'm going to pre-tin it, and then I'm going to smoosh it out. I do it kind of the same way with the original Xboxes. I kind of go in there, and So the thing with 360s compared to original Xboxes that you recap is like the ground plane is so much more thick. There's more layers in this board. So as you see, like, it takes forever to get this going. I'm at 420. I'm gonna probably do 450, and that's 450 Celsius. Basically what I want to do is I want to plug this, and then let's see if it'll come off. I should be able to. Yep, there we go. Take some of that, and boom. One down. Let's see if we can get the second one. Okay, and 2. And second one out. So if we flip the board around, you're gonna follow. So there's your, right? There it is. Your new caps. Your white line is going to follow white line. So it's going to go like that, and then like that. So we'll give it a shot and see. Usually this is the harder part for me, as weird as that sounds. Takes a whole lot to get it. Let's see. Yeah, and I can already tell you it's not happening, so... Oh, there we go, never mind. It is happening. So, and now that I have it in, like, somewhat, I can kind of, you know, put it back at a angle that's more comfortable for me and get her through. And there we go. That's how I like to do it. So that's one down over there. Many ways to skin a cat. Some people like to clear the holes and then fit them through. I like to do it this way, just easier for me. Basically what I do from here is I go back later when I'm done. I snip these extra legs off and then I'll retin the pads a little bit, make it a little nicer, and then I'll clean everything up. So now we got a few more to do. So I'm just gonna go down the line. Okay, so you saw me mess around with this one. So basically what I'm having an issue with is the ground, which is ground pad, which is, if you look at it from the top, the ground is, we can get in focus, it's this guy, that guy, the yellow guy, giving me hard work. So I'm gonna try to clear the pad on this one and see if that helps. Let's see. Kinda didn't, kinda did. As it can sort of go through. Let's see if I give her some solder on the other side, if that'll work. I'm also doing this one-handed in a weird angle, so there's a lot working against me. Cool, there we go, two down. For anyone asking, I do have a desoldering station, but I don't know. I have a Hakko one, and it just doesn't really work the way I want it to work, so I don't really use it. Now we gotta do 5 more, so fun times ahead. So I won't bore you with any more. We'll just kind of time-lapse the rest of them, I suppose. And just like that, all 7 caps have been replaced. For now, I'll leave this pesky 12 volt, and I'm gonna have to actually put back the JTAG wiring because I don't have dumps for this. So we're gonna have to do this the long way and put it back, boot Zell, get the CPU key, etc, etc. And then I have these QSBs I made up a long time ago that do the odd clamp, which is the preferred method. We'll use that instead. And then once we're done with that, then we shall replace the X clamp, thermal paste, all that fun stuff with some MX4 and original X clamps. Alrighty, we got our 7 caps replaced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At the wiring put back, so it's kind of like one goes here on the ring of light and one goes to the original point. If I press power, will she boot? Does look like she does. And now we get 3 error 0 0 0 1. Still getting it. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know what else. Oh, I missed under. Oh, we'll come back. So we got rid of the heat sinks. I omitted 2 more. Look how beautiful those guys look. All right, I got these 2, so I gotta do these 2 now, and then hopefully we'll be good to go. It's interesting that all of these are fine, like literally, but then big guy, there's probably something power related that cooked these caps, I would assume, but I just do this for fun, so I don't know. Okay, all the remaining caps are fixed, so these 2 are now good to go. I'm just gonna rest this on here. I just want to see if it's gonna turn on. Once again, got it wired back the original way. I guess we can. Ooh. No green lights, green lights, green lights, green lights, baby. We got green lights. So I get a picture here. Give me a picture, please. Please. Picture. We're gonna get overheat. I'm trying to beat the clock. Okay. So everything works fine. I want to get the CPU key, I guess, or at least see the CPU key. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just gonna give it a little squirt of thermal paste. This thermal paste on here is also kind of real shitty. This is just my shitty test paste. Let's see what happens now. Well, it sure works, just not via HDMI. Maybe it's like the weird, whatever dash it's on, maybe? I don't know. But it should boot. Then over there, behind all the jank, it's gonna work. So I'm gonna try Zell one more time. Eject. Come on, baby. Eject. Boot. I'm assuming it's running some like jank version. Yeah. Hella jank. I don't even get a CPU key. Jank. Jank if you ask me. Okay, so I wonder if this is like Zelos. I think it was called the original one. We're gonna figure this bad boy out shortly. So I think I'm gonna go on to PC, dump the NAND, then try this, because I do see down there it is asking for IP, so I could probably pull everything. So this is what we will do. We will get it sorted. So soon, BRB. Okay, so we got the NAND written as you saw. So my next step is I'm going to remove all of this jank, and we're going to go under the board and install this beautiful QSB. I did it for odd clamp, which is the preferred method. So that's what we're going to do. You can wire this stuff up without this fancy QSB, but I have them and I've never used them, so why not? Shout out to Mr. Element. I'll leave his GitHub repo where you can find this if you want to make your own. I think they're pretty nice, and you can avoid all the wiring stuff if that's not your wheelhouse. Because for the original, normal odd clamp stuff, it's a bunch of wiring. So basically, we're going to be working, I believe, over here. This area, so it's the same as, you know, your regular odd clamp method. Let me just put this to stop it from moving around. Basically, it's gonna go like that, right? You're gonna solder to these 1, 2, 1, 1. Then you're gonna run a wire to here and a wire all the way to here. And that'll be it. But let me clean off some of this old solder so I can at least have it flat. Yeah. Like I said, you just And here we are with the final product. So console fully put back together, and if I press eject, it will boot cell. So we'll see here. There you go. And over here we'll get cell. Boom. All good to go. And if I power it off, and I power it on, it'll also boot into the latest dashboard, which is 17599, I believe. So yeah, we got it all working again. Another JTAG saved. So yeah, if you thought this was useful, interesting, fun, maybe, leave a comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe. That's always useful. Ask questions. I'll try my best to answer them, as I always do. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.